Hey, welcome back to Spyro. Our last session, or last part, it's quite a lot of mishaps, but um, we're back, back into the game, and let's see what it's got in store for us. Now, I think, excuse me, trying to suppress like a hiccup. Yeah, so this level can be a bit of a pain. Going very high, but once you sort of know what to do and where to go, it's all groovy. Now you'll notice first of all you've got these spiders. You want to avoid them, at least at this point. So yeah, you sort of go back on yourself. Make sure to get the gem. Don't leave it behind as we did before. There we go. These enemies always bullying each other. Again, some of these levels have sort of like bits that I keep forgetting exactly where all the gems and stuff are. So again, you might see me sort of like getting a bit confused, but hopefully it should be alright. See what Cyrus has to say.
Please do something about these green druids. They insist on moving everything in sight.
Will do. But before we do that, yeah, it's this sort of stuff that I mean with these rooftops. I think you go here first. There is a skill point on this level to burn a hidden painting. I'll show you where that painting is. When we get to it, so not quite there yet, but yeah, so we'll get that treasure first. I think Wizard Pete's has a similar sort of thing. Whoa. As I say, luckily when you if you do lose a life, it does sort of save your progress of in terms of gems and stuff. So yeah. All corrected. I think when I first played this level, I did go through the it's this hidden painting here. There we go. Oh yeah, you do get a life on skill points as well. Yeah, so my first time playing through this level, I just charged through the spider caves. But yeah, now very much like the ants in Bug's Life, go around the cave, around the leaf.
I hate those bugs. When I become big and strong like you, I'll squash them all.
Until then, remember that supercharge makes you invincible.
Right. So yeah, that dragon has some very wise words, and we will be needing supercharge. I did mention that this is sort of a world that being supercharged into a fray and sort of forefront. So yeah, well worth practicing whilst you can, even if you just practice on the hub world area. Also got a few thieves to get. There's 2 precisely. Okay. Don't worry about falling either at this section. You'll get saved by the fairies. I think a dragon does tell you about this, but just in case it doesn't. Be protected, at least in this level. Yep, does feel satisfying now, doesn't it? Some tight corners, but again, I think what we want to do is try and use that jump as a chance to flame. Just gonna go through and collect any missing treasure. Make sure that we haven't messed up. You remember missing that. Yeah, in terms of my favourite Spyro game, I do really like this one. Spyro 2 is always my favourite. I think that's got a nice mix of, sort of like how Crash 2 is my favourite Crash game. Just a nice mix of like solid gameplay and challenges as well. So with the supercharge, you can just go straight through these spiders. I think this takes us back to the entrance. So yeah, good way of getting through them. Now there is one other method of getting rid of the spiders. If you are going through the caves without going round them as I did, just keep charging normally to these ledges and jump up them, and the spiders can't get you. Or the ants or whatever it's supposed to be. I think it is possible to use the supercharge to climb up, but could be wrong. In any event, we'll go through it without. First target is to get rid of that fella. We want to avoid the ant. Again, get up there, get rid of that fella, and charge. Yeah. Yeah, fairy friend. What she does is she gives us a kiss. This gives us a flame power. So not bad. I think that's everything. I think you are. I don't know whether you can get through the caves all in one go with this power up, but I think it is possible to get all of the spider ant things in several attempts. If it's not, just use the supercharge as I did to get rid of them. Right. Now it's time to experiment with more supercharge. There's a couple of other places we can get to. I think the first place I wanted to try out was... Did actually want to go over there, but didn't quite make it, so that's fine. So go down, down, deep and down. Luckily these fairies take you straight where you need to be. I can mess this up again. Okay, there we go. And there is another thief round about here. If you can spot him. Actually, one way of taking him out. There you go. Saves you running round, otherwise you're just running around this little lake. So, yeah. Smarter, not harder. Right? Speaking of which, fly me. And it's got our last little jump to make over here. Lots of treasure to grab. Oh. Good of you. Nice. I don't know what's here, but... Oh, okay. That just takes you around there. One more dragon. Cedric. Let's see what he's got to say.
Try combining your supercharge with jumping and gliding, and really explore the high caves.
Very wise. And off we go. Right, so we've got one more level. Next level's Wizard Peak. I say one more level, I mean one more side from the boss and the fly. Yeah, next one's Wizard Peak. He had a sneak glance at it previously. Oh. And again, not a difficult one, but there is. Let's see if there's a little critter we could get. There's a few little hidden rooftops that do tend to flummox me, so I'll have to try and remember how to get to a treasure. But again, it shouldn't be too complex. Yeah, you have the wizards actually animating these guys. I seem to remember the speed run for this level was quite fun. Fun to watch. I'm sure. Don't know whether it's fun to do, but yeah, I seem to remember there's quite a lot of there's some sort of like trick you could use to get up to these guys. So, just something to keep in mind. Thank you. Oi. No, okay. Oi. Okay, let's see what the dragon has to say. Jarvis Cocker.
Welcome to Wizard Peak. This is my favorite supercharged spot. Use it to bash those wizards.
Will do. But before doing that, sure, lots of you were saying, where are you going? Because you actually want to... Is it here that glide, or... How do you think? Maybe another bridge. No, you know what? I think I am being ultra thick. I think it's from the beginning. There we go. Here we get our sparks back. Don't worry, guys. We're getting back to full health soon. So, yeah, as I say, sometimes I get a little bit forgetful. But, looks like we got everything. Do a glide across there. Go this route. Sparks have its fill. Nice. Got our sparks back as well. Just one more for good measure. Okay, so I think you can actually use some of these spots to get down to those wizards that were ever so elusive. There's the first one. There is another one. And again, I can't remember. I think it's as soon as you get into a whirlpool, a whirlwind, sorry. Whirlpool. So yeah, this is actually where I was looking at when I was on that bridge. Yeah, for some reason I had it in my mind that we had to get to it from the bridge, but I guess I was wrong. It's the beginning, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, maybe it's from here. I'm gonna regret this. I'm not. Okay, good. And, yeah. That'll be the supercharged spot. Okay, perfect. So we got there in the end. Just step on that. And let's do some wizard fashion. Get you. Get you. Now, the reason why this is such a nice little place to supercharge is because you can actually combine the supercharge as well. And you actually do need to in order to get across. So, again, we'll just get rid of some more wizards like this. There is actually a metal crate there. So, I think it's time to show what the supercharge can really do. Now I'll probably mess up this glide as I did in high caves, and this time there's no fairies to sort of protect us. So. But yeah, if you combine the two supercharges, you get like a... Can I save myself? No. Yeah, you can build up speed that way. So let's try that again. Okay. Maybe if I hold off on my jump a little longer. There we go. Okay, so yeah, in order to get there, I just waited till sort of the last minute to do the jump. Now you might hear a little thief. It's in a bit of a mean position, but you don't have to run for it because it doesn't run, it just stands there. So yeah, I think most of the difficulty is you sort of go charging round thinking that the thief is gonna run, but I think we can make this glide, right? Let's see what this dragon has to say. Hexus. Hello.
Well done, Spyro. Thank you for releasing me.
And if you play me Spyro drinking game after shot. I knew there's more supercharge goodness. Right. Okay, yeah, well, you can see that thief as well. I think that's the last thief in the game, believe it or not. I was going to go up the upper one, but I think it's best just to get the checkpoint activated just in case. Don't have to keep running up and down, so charge away here. Yeah, just holding me. Yeah, so I think the first couple of times I was letting go of the X button. This time I just held it, and that seemed to work as well. Get me across. I'll just go around the back here. Now, these glides, again, okay, maybe it doesn't look too tough, but occasionally I do mess up. So again, just maybe be careful of it. There you go. Okay, maybe we're not too bad, but I swear occasionally I do fail to. Oh, you can have that. Embarrassing me. There we go. So we don't have any of that, those sort of crates. There we go, that's all the eggs found. So, just wondering how many eggs in total. 12. I don't know whether you need all the eggs for, like... So, at the end of the game, there's a world you can get into it, get all the treasure and all the dragons. I don't know whether you need all of the eggs for it. I could be wrong. But then again, I could be right. Okay, so we're missing 4 gems. 4 measly gems. Let's see what the Lucas can.
Listen carefully, Spyro. There's a secret area in the artisan's home world near the waterfall. Try jumping on the stones there.
Artisan's homeworld? Waterfall. Sounds good.
And yeah, I like that dragon design, and I do like how they actually sort of explicitly tell you how to get to the... I hope I've not missed it over one of those awful jumps. How to get to the... there we go. Of course. Yeah, I like how they explicitly tell you how to get to the secret flight level in the artisan's home, because it's not something that, you know, is readily apparent. But yeah, so it's nice for those who experiment, but if maybe you haven't experimented, you get through the game and get to this point, then you're sort of told explicitly. So, yeah, I like it. Okay, I'll catch you guys next time for the boss and the fight level. Catch you then.